Hello, I'm Melanie Murphy and I'm here today with Lil-Lets teens to share with you a little bit about how I felt growing up. I think they were turbulent, but they were fun. I think that I often now look back and see it through rose-tinted glasses and I remember all the really good things. But then if I actually put myself back in those shoes, I remember all of the, the confusion and the frustration and all of that kind of stuff. So knowing that you come out of it on the other end with good memories of those times is a nice thing, because at the time I thought, oh, I'm gonna hate this forever, I can't wait to be 20. And now I look back and think like, oh, school was great. I think at every point of my teenage years, I lacked confidence in something. So I'd find confidence in one area and then I wouldn't have it in another area, because I am a very competitive person. So things like, I remember as a teenager with boys or with getting an A or with sports, I just always wanted to be the best. I wanted to have the best, and I didn't always have the best or was the best. Like in sports, I wasn't very good, but I would still really want to be on the team and go to all the matches, but the other girls would make fun of how I run and I would never score all the points and I'd never kind of make us win the match kind of thing. But I still strove to be the best that I could, and I think it's normal to lack confidence in those things at that age, just because you don't have things figured out yet. You haven't had the experiences to grow from, so you kind of have to go through it. So there's no going over, there's no going under, you just have to like, and you come out then thinking like, okay, so from now on I know that I'm good at this, I know I'm not so good at this, and you just find yourself through those years. It's such an important period of like formative growth, I think. I think that even though this goes against what you're kind of taught from films and stuff like that, I think people prefer when you're just yourself, and people are always looking for that authenticity. So if you're a teenager and everyone has this specific pair of shoes, everyone in school has this specific pair of shoes, you don't need those shoes to fit in. I remember more clearly people who would do things differently, and I always in my head was like, I want to be more like her. Why can I not just be more like her and be into all these weird authors and not give a crap about what kind of school bag I have? I just wished I was more like that, but I would never say that, so she wouldn't have realized that. You know what I mean? So, but she just did her own thing, and I think it's important to do your own thing and take inspiration from lots of places. So it's okay to take inspiration from, the girls who all look the same. That's fine. Or if you really feel like you'd be happier being like that, that's also fine. It's just, making sure that you're not only doing something to please other people. Just do what makes you feel comfortable and happy, and don't hold back your little quirks and things. I feel like you need to let them shine through, and you'll have more friends and people will like you more if you just be who you are. So I kind of felt at the time like I wanted to be individual and I wanted to stand out and I wanted to be different, and I felt like I identified then with that bunch of people and I was my own person. So I think I felt quite confident then, and even the group of boys that we were associating with at the time were the same. They were the weird kind of guys, but I loved the fact that we had that together, and it's like you always want that shared sense of like community when you're a teenager. So I did find that, even though I didn't necessarily fit in with the popular girls, I thought the popular girls were stupid. I was like, ugh. I kind of loved being who I was after kind of adjusting to the fact that like, this is who I am. It was more a case of just becoming comfortable in myself. I think it's okay. It's totally okay for your friend to be really great at something that you're not, because you're going to be really great at something that she's not great at. I think focusing on your strengths and honing in on them is so key, because when you realize, okay, I'm not great at art, but my friend is amazing at art, but I'm really good at writing and she can't write. So we're all very different, and I think if we were all good at the same things, life would be boring. Nobody would have a skill set or a certain job that they fit into in the world, because everyone has a different place and everyone has different skills. So some people are amazing at maths, some people are amazing at listening and interpersonal skills. So you just have to find what your thing is, and it might not be what you want it to be, but someone else is sitting there wishing that they could be more like you. So I think it's just really important to realize that we're all different, and that's fine.